Welcome to the MC77 Live Town Hall. I'm your host, Molly Sherman. Tonight we have Kelly Phipps here to answer your questions about the Oakwood Hills development being constructed right across the street from campus. You can send your questions to us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Kelly will give you your answers. So Kelly, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for being here. Thanks for
asking me.
So what is your role in the Oakwood Hills project?
Well, my role is to be the president of the corporation. The Messiah College spun off a for-profit corporation to develop this land across the road. It's 100 acres. And so in developing that, private colleges in Pennsylvania, there are several legal and tax roadblocks for a college to develop land, so they have to create a new entity to do that. And so we have created a for-profit corporation, the Ryder-Messer Corporation, Ryder-Messer Development, to develop the land, to do the actual real estate development. And they asked me if I would take this project and see it to fruition. So that's what I'm doing.
Wow.
I'm the president.
Okay. So what are kind of your day-to-day responsibilities and different things that you have to do?
Well, my job task has been to, first of all, create a land design, hire the people to do the land design, to create a board of directors who will give the corporation guidance and direction as a separate board from the Board of Trustees of Messiah College, and to staff the corporation with people that I need to be able to affect the work, and to all the day-to-day things of planning and guiding a corporation to do a development project, to do a rather large development project.
Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of responsibility kind of hanging on you. You have a lot of...
Yeah, but it's shared. I mean, I have a great staff of people. We have a director of operations, a director of finance, and an office manager who all help with that a great deal.
Wow. Okay, so you took us kind of through the history of the corporation and how it was formed.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit about the property?
Yeah, sure. Well, the property, of course, has been here and been across from the college since the college's inception. It's been farmland. It's agricultural. And through the years, Messiah College acquired some of this land in 1993. The Musser, if you're standing, it's hard to talk about it without a map, so I'll have to describe it. If you're standing on the Messiah College campus and you're looking at Orchard Hill, then to the right you have, on the right you'll have the Musser property, on the left you'll have the Ryder property.
Okay.
And so the Musser property became a part of ours in 1993, and then the Ryder property was given to Messiah in 2004. And so we acquired those properties, and the college sat with that property for a number of years, and the college did what colleges always do in that kind of situation. They formed a committee to try to figure out what to do with it. That committee met for about 10 years and could not figure out what to do with it. At first we thought we would expand the campus over onto that piece of property. But with the state of higher education today that it is in, the private college is struggling. Our Board of Trustees decided, no, we're going to take that and develop it and use it as an investment to create a recurring stream of income for the college that will help offset the cost of tuition.
Wow.
And so my job is to try to come up with a land design that we can use to develop the land real estate-wise.
Yeah. With
residential, apartments, and with businesses.
What kind of businesses are going to be?
Well, it's a good question. I mean, right now the first part is to do the residential part. We needed housetops for the businesses to be attracted. So right now we're putting in 314 apartments over the next 4 years. If you look across the road, you'll see all this construction going on. That's what you're seeing happening. The construction has started on these apartments. And then essentially after we get finished with the apartments, we'll start on the commercial side. Although it's very likely that the interest is pretty high for businesses to come and locate on that piece of land. So it's likely that we'll get started a little sooner than that. So, and then maybe in the next couple of years. What kind of businesses, you ask? Well, we're hoping to have some restaurants. We're hoping to have a convenience store. We're hoping to have we're talking to several medical organizations about some kind of medical facility that will be located over there. I'm working hard to get a bookstore, but I'm not succeeding right now in that. But I'm working hard on that. So those kind of we're trying to find things that will be an opportunity for the township, an opportunity for the college community, an opportunity for this area.
Yeah, things like that would definitely benefit students and faculty.
What would you like to see?
I would like to see some restaurants.
Restaurants. What kind of restaurants?
Oh, give me a Chipotle.
A Chipotle.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh. Okay. Okay.
So aside from benefits of businesses, restaurants, stores, what other
Yeah.
benefits do you think the Messiah community will gain from this project?
Well, you'll have, first of all, this land will have been developed. We're hoping we develop it, and we've been trying to pay attention to it, develop it in a sustainable, environmentally sensitive way. David Foster, who is on our board, who is also a professor at Messiah College in environmental science, has assured me that by the time we finish with our development as we've planned it, we'll have more trees on that plot of ground than there were 150 years ago.
Wow.
So we're trying to be environmentally sustainable. There'll be a loop there that will have walking trails, but will also be a road where people can run, walk, and enjoy the scenery. And we're hoping that we can get some students off of Lisburn Road. If I have to admit, I've held 16 town hall meetings in the last 3 years with people to come and talk about. The major complaint is they always worry about students, and they're not complaining about students running on, but they're always worried about them, that they're going to get hit by a car someday, and so they'd love to see them off the road and somewhere safe. So we've been trying to find a place where they can walk, they can hike, they can run, things like that.
Would this be an option for students to live off campus?
Well, the college would have to change its policies about where you can live and where you can't live, and where off-campus housing is usually. That's above my pay grade, so I'm not able to say that that'll never happen, but the college would have to change its policy. So graduate students certainly could live over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be anytime soon. I mean, how long do you think that this project is going to take to be completely
Well,
done?
we'll be opening apartments. We'll have a sales trailer over there in December, in just 2 months. We'll be opening our first apartments. They're scheduled to open in May. There'll be a clubhouse open in June. The other 2 apartment buildings will open in the fall of next year. So yeah, we'll have apartments next year.
Okay. And beyond that, kind of what is the timeline?
Well, then we'll build. We have phase 1A, and then phase 1B is 3 more apartment buildings, 59-unit apartment buildings each. So we'll have those available by the end of 2020-21.
Wow.
Beginning of 2021.
Wow.
So yeah.
I mean, it's a huge project.
It's a big project. It's 100 and some acres. I was asked to speak recently at a development group that they have an office in Harrisburg, and I went down to talk to them about what we're doing. This is a pretty big thing, what we're doing. A college developing land in order to help support the college. That's a pretty big thing. It's getting a lot of national attention. And so I was asked to come and speak to this group, and this group, there was about 14 people on the staff there, and they're developing land that's about half of the size of what we're developing right now. And it just sort of, we have a big project. It's a big project going on.
Yeah. So you mentioned the college doing this for the benefit that it will gain in the future. Was there any kind of other rationale for it, or was that the main reason?
No, it's an investment. It's an investment. It's a part of the, I mean, we're located in the endowment. This project has been seeded financially by the endowment, by the alternative investment fund of the endowment of the college. And the Board of Trustees, when they decided they weren't going to move the campus, extend the campus over to that point, and of course they located the president's house over there, so you know they were planning on extending the campus over there. But when they decided to do this, this is an investment we need to use to try to offset the cost of what college is costing students. So we're owning everything. We're building, that's what makes us different than most other development organizations. Most other development organizations build something and then sell it or flip it for somebody else to have it. We're building this to hold it. And we're holding it because we want the people who are writing checks for it each month to write those checks to Messiah College. And so a recurring stream of income to this college. And all of it is there. It's tagged for offsetting the cost of the college.
Is there any possibility that it could end up in somebody else's hands?
Well, I won't say it never, but that's not the plan. That's not the plan. The plan is to hold it and to use the recurring stream of income to have an independent stream away from tuition.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that would be amazing.
Well, and private colleges have not been doing this. Public colleges have been doing this for years. There are, I think I read the other day, there are 12 Marriotts being built by universities right now in this country, including Shippensburg just finished theirs. Private colleges haven't been doing this, developing land and using it as an investment. So it's of interest to a great deal of people. I was just on the phone today with the governor's office. They're very interested in what we're doing. We get lots of requests for me to come and speak to college presidents, conferences. There's a magazine in Chicago that's wanted to feature us as their cover story in terms of colleges and strategy. And I've refused right now to do any of that because I'm a Southern boy, and there's a Southern phrase we use, and that is, I ain't done it yet. I haven't built them yet. When I build it and it starts working, then I'll go talk about it. But right now I'm in the process of trying to get it done. And but there's a lot of interest. And there's a lot of interest because colleges are experiencing a great deal of pressure on themselves. Enrollment is down all over the country. It's hard to make colleges affordable. So this is a new and sort of novel way to do that.
Yeah. But once you are done and once you've completed the project, do you think that you would talk to people about it, and do you think that it could take off?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You think that this could be a strategy for other schools to?
I think there is something here that resonates with other colleges, and I think they're interested in it. And it takes a board of trustees that's sort of looking for new paths and saying, hey, you do have to sort of suck in the courage here a little bit and say, okay, we're going to invest a great deal of money here right now, and it's several $1 million we're investing to make this money happen, to break open this logjam and make this happen. So it takes a brave board to do that.
So in a sense, there is a risk. And do you see any potential negatives, things that could go wrong, or negative impacts?
Well, the economy could go south again on us, and you never know. You never know. There's always economic risks in that. We've just financed the residential part with bonds. We'll close those bonds, the bond sale tomorrow, $55 million. We sold our bonds last week on probably the worst day to sell bonds in the last 10 years. It was an awful day to sell bonds, and we still were able to sell them. Yeah. So there's always risk. I guess that's the answer to your question. There's always risk.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Do you think that there could be any direct negative impacts to Messiah College or the community?
For this project?
Yes.
No, I don't think there's going to be any. No, I'll tell you no.
Wow. I mean,
no, I think it's going to be a very positive thing. But we're aware. We've always been aware that we're using college. We're using agricultural land. We're using farms, and we're developing it into something. And so we've been aware of that. We've been trying to be sensitive to that, and we've been trying to make sure that we can say that we did the best we could to make this sustainable, environmentally sensitive, to make this a great place to live, and to make our neighbors glad they're still living there.
Yeah.
So that's our hope.
Wow.
There are some people who are not going to like it. Yeah.
All right, it looks like we might have an online question, so let's take a look. How much green space will there be? How much green space will there be?
There's several ways to answer that question. I guess the best way I know to answer that would be to say that we have used about 40% of the space that we could use. Okay, there is every township has code on how much impervious cover, how much green space, how much paving you can have, and we've again trying to be environmentally sensitive. We're using about 40% of the land that we could use. So that's the best statistic I know to say that. I don't know how much exact green space that means, but we are not using as much space as we could use to develop.
And you're dedicated to conserving some of it, for sure.
We are.
Yeah.
And if you'll go to our website, rydermuster.com, and look at the map, you'll see there's lots of green space available in our development.
Wow.
And that's purposely done.
Yeah. I think we have another online question. Will this create jobs for Messiah students?
Yeah, I think it will be. I think so. I think particularly as the commercial development begins, we will see, we're looking for businesses. We're looking for businesses, entities, organizations who will come and locate on our campus, on this land near the campus, that will bring us programmatic, will bring us development, bring us job opportunities that will be of benefit to the college. And so, yes, one of the things we're looking for is for people who will be hiring students. And it will. We're projecting about 800 jobs will be created by the commercial side alone, and that will be significant.
Will there be any other opportunities outside of the commercial side, do you know? Yeah,
I mean, I think so. I think over on the residential side, some of the sales staff, we've been talking with the people who are going to be managing our apartments, and we've hired a company to do that. And the sales staff will be peopled by people who are graduates of Messiah College.
Nice. I mean, that's a great opportunity.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah. Another online question. Will the residential area have effects on campus life?
Not sure exactly what that means, but I'll take a stab at it, and if that doesn't make it, then ask again. But I think it will have minimal impact. There, of course, will be new residents right across the road, 314 new family units across the road. So that's bound to have some impact in terms of just on being on the road. There'll be more traffic, although we have had traffic studies done, and it's pretty minimal, the impact that they predict on the traffic. There will not be a lot of people on campus. There will not be a reason for them to be on campus. So I don't anticipate a huge impact on, I mean, anytime you add a number of people into your community, it changes the complexion of the community. It changes how things work, but I can't anticipate that it's going to be a negative impact for the college at this point.
Okay, I mean, that's reassuring.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be.
Yeah. Another online question. What is the next big thing to watch out for in this project?
Well, you'll start seeing apartments going vertical here fairly soon. I mean, they'll start, you know, I just saw them deliver lumber last week, and so you'll start seeing the walls go up. The foundation, I was up there today, as I said, and the walls, the foundations are being laid now with the blocks, and so that means they're going to be pouring concrete pretty soon and floors, and then they'll go up. So you'll start seeing walls.
Yeah. How long have you guys been working on it?
Well, we started in 2014. In fact, I was a practicing attorney in Harrisburg, and the chairman of the finance committee of Messiah College came to me with a big folder and said, "Do you think you could do something with this? This has been in committee for 10 years." And I took the folder, and here's where we're at today. You know, so yeah, that was in 2013. So we've been working on this for about 4 or 5 years. And
when did you break ground?
Well, we broke ground in May of this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's moving fast. I mean, you're not wasting any time getting these apartments.
Well, we're not wasting. I mean, we've been delayed. I mean, there was we started on the roundabout July the 15th, and then we started, and we hadn't had any rain up to that point, and then it's done nothing but rain since then. So the old projection was for every inch of rain you lose a day of work, and we've had I think the scale there in the field out there behind. On Ryder Muster, it's 32 inches of rain since July the 15th. So that's 32 days that we've been, and that's about right. It's about 30 days off. So it took us until about the middle of October here to open this thing up, for the middle of first week of October.
So if anyone's frustrated with how long the roundabout took, there's your answer.
We blame the rain. It wasn't our fault. We blame the rain.
Right. Another online question: how many total residence buildings will there be?
Well, there's going to be one clubhouse, and there'll be 7 apartment buildings. And it will total 314 apartments.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many total people do you think would be living?
Well, I mean, some apartments will have one person, some apartments will have, I don't know how to, you know, probably if you add 2 apartments, it'll be 600, 700 people.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well.
Just in the residential.
Well, I think that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for being with us.
Very good. Okay.
Thank you so much for being with us. Thanks for talking.
You bet.
All right, stay tuned for MC Live coming up next on MC77. Thanks for watching.
This is the Grantham Community Garden. We grow over 40 different crops here, all grown organically, all by students, always student-led. We're one of the most profitable student organizations on campus. Everything that we grow here we sell, and that keeps the garden going and also pays the people who work in it. And now we're trying to work our way towards being a small farm. We have more paid student workers than we've ever had before.
Did you know that STA nominates students for scholarships? Thanks to the generosity of the Mechanicsburg Rotary Club, one student per month is eligible to receive a $2,000 scholarship. Rotary Club nominees are selected through Leadership Council, which is a board of student leaders on campus that represent each of the executive clubs. Nominees must practice excellent integrity and humble leadership. Because a scholarship is involved, nominees must be of below or of a junior class status. Nominees have the opportunity to attend Rotary Club breakfast throughout their nomination month. They're also invited to attend special Rotary Club socials and activities. And at the end of the year, in June, one nominee is selected to receive the scholarship. Congratulations to our October nominee, Logan Buffington, the SGA Vice President of Finance. Logan's diligent work in preparing the SGA budget and his compassionate spirit show in his outstanding leadership. And our November nominee was just selected, Unique Eaton. Unique goes above and beyond her expectations through her role with Human Rights Awareness and Multicultural Council. Unique, your leadership truly benefits campus. And for more updates on Rotary Club nominees, follow SGA on social media. Let this be an encouragement to you to always have integrity to work hard. You never know who's watching. Have a wonderful week.
Welcome back to MC77. Here's this week's campus calendar. The Career and Professional Development Center is hosting its annual Resumania event at the Eisenhower Campus Center on Tuesday, October 16th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stop by during this time to enjoy a snack and have your resume professionally reviewed free of charge. On Wednesday, October 17th, the Career Center is hosting Pizza with Professionals, LinkedIn training for students. Come by from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. in Klein 120 to learn more about this up-and-coming professional social media outlet. The Messiah College Symphony Orchestra will be performing at Palmer Hall on October 19th from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. and on October 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Bring friends and family to watch the conductor, Timothy Dixon, and listen to the orchestra free of charge. The Messiah College Jazz Ensemble will be performing on Saturday, October 20th from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Conductors William Stoneman and Mark Hunsberger will be leading the ensembles for a free concert in Palmer Hall, so bring friends and family to listen. It's homecoming weekend. Join the festivities on Saturday, October 20th for the Falcon Fun Run and the Live Color Run at Starry Athletic Field. The Falcon Fun Run is a competitive 5K that begins at 9 a.m. The Live Color Run starts at 10 a.m. and is a non-competitive 5K. The Fun Run is $10 and the Color Run is $15, but you must register in advance. Powder Puff Games start at 11 a.m. on Saturday at the rec fields. Homecoming Coffee House will be held at 9 p.m. in Brubaker on October 20th. That's all for this week's campus calendar. I'm Charmaine Lim.
The Career and Professional Development Center is designed specifically to help students with a lot of their questions regarding career and vocation. So if you're an incoming student and you're saying, I don't know what I should major in, or I've picked a major and I don't know what I should do with that major, we are a great place to come because we offer one-on-one counseling for students. There are 6 career coaches in our office that meet every day with lots of appointments to help you with your questions about a career and jobs and internships. So we do one-on-one counseling. If you've never built a resume, we can help you with that and correct that. If you've never done a practice interview, we do those. If you would like to meet with professionals in the field, we help you with that. Into the City is where each semester we take a trip to a major metropolitan area and take students with us. And we go with the sole purpose of helping students experience businesses and places of work in a large urban area. We've been to New York City, Boston. Currently we're leaving for Chicago, Baltimore, Nashville, Charlotte. So all the major cities we have been trying to get to, and we take students with us so that they can find out what it's like to live in the city and work there.
I really enjoyed my time going to Nashville because it was a really great opportunity to really understand what networking is, just being able to see, wow, from Messiah, that I could go and work in some of these big companies and small companies. Don't wait too long to go to the Career Center. They're here every day to want to help you. I know that really benefited me going there first year to be able to talk through my major change, what exactly a resume was, things to not say in an interview, a lot of different skills that were really beneficial that helped me get a leg up even from a first year student. I know sometimes you think, oh, I don't need to start thinking about this till sophomore, junior year, but there's a lot of resources that they have that can really help you get a step ahead.
Welcome to GoMessiah.com, the official website of Messiah College Athletics. On the homepage, you can find recent stories, a social media directory including general athletics and sport-specific accounts, and the Falcon YouTube stream. Scrolling down, you can view upcoming events with stats, audio, and video links if available, as well as recent results, including box scores and recaps. In those recaps, you can read the story along with view the photo gallery, next game information, team schedule, and roster. Game stats are on the side, and you can even watch the highlight of the night. These highlights are made possible by GoMessiah.tv, where you can view live streams and stats for all home games, regardless of where you are. GoMessiah.com, your home for everything Falcon.
Hi, my name is Abigail McBride. I'm an alumnus of Messiah College. I was the head tutor of the Writing Center for about 3 years. In high school, a lot of us are taught the phrase, and I still hear it from students in the Writing Center, but a lot of us were taught the phrase, a thesis says what you're going to say in the order that you're going to say it. And that's a helpful concept because it teaches you how to put multiple ideas into one sentence. But the problem is it creates theses that are more like a list of ideas. This paper will talk about X, Y, and Z versus an actual claim, which is what you're expected to do in a college paper. You're supposed to take a risk. It's supposed to be the actual argument of your paper wrapped up into one sentence. One way I like to talk about it is, you know, a thesis, that's just your list, your high school thesis, that was kind of more like your list of ideas, but in college, it should sound a little bit like you are fighting with your mom. You wouldn't say to your mom, I shouldn't have to clean my room today, and I will tell you why later. You would say, Mom, I shouldn't have to clean my room today, and here are the reasons. So a few things to look for in your thesis statement are words like should or because. You want to be making a specific argument and backing that up with some of your main ideas. An example of this is maybe the old way of doing a thesis would be something like, this paper will talk about honeybees and the problem of their extinction and the way they pollinate. Now, we're not actually getting into an argument there, so a way that we could change that for a college paper would be to say, this paper will talk about honeybees and they should be preserved and protected because their pollination habits protect all of human food resources. We're taking a little bit of a risk. It's something maybe not everyone would agree with, but we're still getting all of those reasons in that would have been included in the more list-driven thesis. Another place that you can read about this is in your writer's reference. That is the handbook for the Messiah College Writing Program. You have access to that both in the text form and through Canvas. So they have a lot of helpful tips and also go through and talk about common thesis errors and the way to correct it. So I definitely suggest checking that out.
Good evening and welcome to MC Live here on MC77. I'm your host, Billy Davis.
And I'm Charmaine Lynn. We have a great show for you tonight.
First up, we'll have senior Rod Kahn here to play a few songs for us.
Then, freshmen Jacob Barton and Maddie Wise will be joining us to share some of their musical talent as well.
Stick around, you won't want to miss this. We'll be right back after the break.
Well, GoMessiah.tv allows us to reach a greater fan base for all of our parents of student athletes who are out of state and can't make it to a lot of our games, or even our growing alumni base. It's awesome to be able to have the opportunity for them to touch base with us and watch our games live and enjoy seeing where the program's going.
Welcome back to MC Live here on MC77.
We have Rod Kahn with us to play a few songs, so Rod, take it away.
All right.
Look, man.
All right, so the first song that I'm going to play is a Lumineer song called
called Stubborn Love.
Nothing at all. The opposite of love's indifferent. So pay attention now. I'm standing on your porch screaming now, and I won't leave until you come downstairs. Keep your love up. Keep your head up. My love. Head up. Love. Head up. I don't blame you, dear, for running like you did all these years. I would do the same, you best believe. And I wish I'd say we're close, but I don't need those things anymore. I never trusted my own eyes. When we were young, oh, we didn't know. When it got cold, ooh, we bundled up. I can't be told, it can't be done. So keep your head up. Keep your love up. Keep your head up. My love. Head up. My love. Head up. Right. Yeah, so the next song that I'm going to be playing is called Khachar Bhitor Ochin Pakhi, which is a Bangla song, which is my native tongue. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, I'm an international student from Bangladesh. So yeah, here it goes. O tare dhorte parle monoberi ditam pakhir paye kemne ashe jay খাঁচার ভিতরচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভেতরচিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় তারে ধরতে পারলে মন বেরি ধরতে পারলে মন বেরি দিতাম পাখির পায় কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভিতর পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় মন তুই রইলি খাঁচার আশে খাঁচা যে তোর কাঁচা বাঁশের মন তুই রইলি খাঁচার আশে খাঁচা যে তোর কাঁচা বাঁশের কোন দিন খাঁচা ভরবে কোষে কোন দিন খাঁচা ভরবে কোষে ফকির লালন কে দেখা কেমনে আসে যা খাঁচার ভেতর চিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় আটকুটুরি ময় দরজায় মধ্যে মধ্যে ঝরকা কাটা আটকুটুরি ময় দরজায় মধ্যে মধ্যে ঝরকা কাটা দারু করলে সদর কোঠায় দারু বরে সদর কোঠায় ফকির লালন কেন্দে কয় কেমনে আসে যা খাঁচার ভিতর চিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভিতর চিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায় খাঁচার ভিতর চিন পাখি কেমনে আসে যায়
Great job, Rod. Good job. Great job.
Thank you.
So, just out of curiosity, how long have you been playing for?
Guitar. I think it's been. I started like late 7th grade, so around like 7 to 8 years.
Awesome, dude.
Sorry,
Awesome.
7 to 8 years. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of interested in how you chose to play a song in your native tongue.
Well, I was asked to perform, and I was like, "What's a song that I don't really have to spend a lot of time practicing, and I know by heart?" And yeah, it's also like this is just one of my favorite songs to play. I just love singing this. It's just very musical and just touches right on the soul. Yeah.
I mean, personally, from what I've seen of your repertoire, from you being on the show in the past and from coffee houses, I haven't really heard you sing much in your native tongue before, and it's actually really beautiful to hear.
Really? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I actually did play here a few semesters ago, and I did a Bangla song, but
might have been before my time.
Yeah, that's fine though. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, how has music been significant in your life and influential?
Yeah, music has always just been my escape. allowed me to, like, I was never really into sports or whatever while all the other kids were out playing stuff. I'd just be like at home playing guitar.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know, it was just for me to express myself creatively and just, you know, I'm not that great with words, and I feel like I can just express myself better with when I write something out musically or when I'm playing my guitar.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thank you so much for playing for us.
Sweet. Thanks, man.
We're going
Thanks
to
for
take a
having
quick
me.
break.
Stay tuned.
It absolutely changed my life. We got to use sports to glorify God, and it was awesome to be able to use our talents in that way. And on top of that, I also got to find more about my identity in Christ and my personal calling. And that was actually through the missionaries there who are alumni of Messiah. They talked to me about their need for accountants, which is my major, and so I've actually been able to use those gifts in a way I never thought was possible through missions and in Panama, a completely different country. So it was awesome.
We're the Village Water Ozonation System, and we're a member of the Collaboratory, which is a student-led organization on campus where students work with faculty members and advisors to serve a real-world client. Currently, we have a client in Nicaragua. We have a filtration system that purifies water using ozone. So being a part of the Collaboratory and the IPC gives us the opportunity to serve a real client and use what we're learning in the classroom to meet this client's needs.
And now, a public service announcement from Messiah College Athletics.
Colin, did you see Bender's sweet goal at the soccer game last night?
No, dude, I didn't.
Ah, no worries. GoMessiah.com. It's right here.
Oh, sweet. The highlight of the night, man. Must have been a sweet goal.
Yeah.
Satchel, player of the week? Congrats.
Wait, what?
Just GoMessiah.com it.
Look at that. GoMessiah.com.
Hey, Coach Good. Oh, hey, Steph. Have you seen your pictures from the game last night?
No, I haven't.
No worries. GoMessiah.com it.
All right. Oh, wow. These are great. Oh, and there's one of me.
See more photos of Brooke Good and check out stats, recaps, and highlights of your favorite Falcon teams on GoMessiah.com. Don't forget to follow the Falcons on social media.
At the Learning Center, we provide a free service for all Messiah students to come and get a little extra help. You can sign up for a Learning Center appointment on the MC Square homepage through the Learning Center quick link. What you want to do is you want to just click that link and it will prompt you to pick a subject and a time. We're open from 3 to 10 p.m. so any time period in those hours you can pick. You can sign up for a half hour or for an hour time slot, and then it will work with you to find a tutor that best fits your needs.
Hi, I'm Claire. Are you here for your Learning Center appointment?
Yeah.
I'm Joan Southerton. I'm director of the Learning Center, and we have 20 very capable tutors who are not only knowledgeable in their subject area, but very capable in communicating that information to students that might need a little extra help.
My name is Joy Endicott, and I've been to Learning Center a couple of times for various subjects and help, and it's just been a really great experience, and it's a really great resource for students. I know a couple times that I've been, my professor noticed that I had come and that my skills had improved, and they were really happy about that, and they gave me a couple extra points on a test, or they commended me for doing so.
The number of students that I tutor varies depending on the week. I'm here for 3 hours a week, and people can sign up for either a half an hour or an hour slot.
I've been to the Learning Center for Chinese tutoring over the past year, and I think it was a really cool experience because, you know, they went at my pace, and it's really good to get another opinion on something other than just the professor. A student that's been through it, kind of teaching you through everything, is definitely a better experience than just trying to, you know, suffer through it yourself.
You may know we lost a fellow Messiah student, Ethan Van Bakkeven, last Friday. He was a senior music major with a wonderful gift for playing the violin and the fiddle. We've had the honor of having him play for us several times over the past few years. To honor Ethan's memory, we would like to share a video of one of his last performances with Logan and friends here on MC Live. The cast and crew of MC77 offer their condolences to Ethan's friends and family. He and his music will be greatly missed. Thank you for sharing your music with us.
Morning. Heading down south through the land of the pines, thumb my way to North Carolina, staring at the road, pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours and picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm a hoping for Riley, I can see my baby now. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Woo! You're rocking me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Let's go. Running from the cold up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, the North Country winters keep getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't turning back, living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, yeah, mama, rock. Come on, E, rock it there. Walking to the south, out of Roanoke, caught a truck around a Philly, had a nice long toke. He's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on before the sun. Hey, my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. If I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me, rock me, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, yeah, yeah, mama, rock me, rock me, rock me.
And now Jacob Barton and Maddie Wise will be performing a few songs for us. Take it away, guys.
Hi, so the first song that we're going to be singing is a fitting song for tonight. It's called Remember Me by Mark Schultz. Remember me in a Bible cracked and faded by the years. Remember me in a sanctuary filled with silent prayer. And age to age and heart to heart, bound by grace and peace. Child of wonder, child of God, I remember you. Remember me. Remember me when the color of a sunset fills the sky. Remember me when you pray and tears of joy fall from your eyes. And age to age and heart to heart, bound by grace and peace. Child of wonder, child of God, I remember you. Remember me. Remember me when the children leave their Sunday school with smiles. Remember me when they're old enough to teach, old enough to preach, old enough to leave. And age to age and heart to heart, bound by grace and peace. Child of wonder, child of God, I remember you. Remember me. Remember me. Heart to heart, child of wonder, child of God. All right, so the next song that we're going to sing for you guys tonight is one for all the Disney fans out there. You might remember we sang it at the first coffee house when during Welcome Week, and we're going to sing I See the Light from Tangled.
I'm going to scoot right behind you real quick. Thank you. Thank you.
All those days watching from the windows, all those years outside looking in. All that time, never even knowing just how blind I've been. And now I'm here, blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see, standing here, it's oh so clear, I'm where I'm meant to be. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything looks different now that I see you.
All those days chasing down a daydream, all those years living in a blur, all that time never truly seeing things the way they were. Now she's here, shining in the starlight. Now she's here, suddenly I know. If she's here, it's crystal clear, I'm where I'm meant to go. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light,
And it's like the sky is new,
and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything is different now that I see